All right, so I'm going to make two videos here. First video will be the page 13, solving and graphing, and then the next video will be the algebraic methods. So when you're graphing these equations, the first several are in slope-intercept form. I'll use red for the top equation, y equals 1/2 x plus 2. Put a dot at the y-intercept of 2. Rise 1, run 2. That's what the slope of 1/2 means. Once I have those dots, I can connect them like that. I'll use the color blue for my other graph. Y equals 2x minus 1, so put a dot at -1. Rise 2, run 1. Rise 2, run 1. And then connect those dots. You can see where they intersect. The points where they intersect is at x equals 2, y equals 3. It's a good idea to make sure that those numbers really make sense with the equations. And if you plug in x equals 2 for both of them, you'll get y equals 3. So I know I found the correct solution. On number 2, same idea. Red graph is at the top equation. Y equals 4 is the y-intercept. I go down 5 over 2. I don't have any more space other than that, so I'm just going to call that good. Down 5 over 2. Connect my dots. Then I'll use blue for the bottom equation right here. Y equals x minus 3. Start at -3. Go up 1 over 2. Connect those dots. You can see where they intersect is at 2, -1. 2, -1. Again, make sure those numbers make sense when you plug them back in. Let's erase everything and then slide on down to the next set of problems. Okay. All right, so the next couple problems here. Same basic idea. I'm going to use red for my top equation, -3/4 x minus 1. Start at -1. Go down 3, 4 steps to the right. Connect my two dots, something like this. Then my other one, use blue. I'm noticing something about this equation. I hope you notice it also, even before I graph it. The y-intercept is -3, and it also has a slope of -3/4. They have the same slope. What word can we use? And they have the same slope. We can say they're parallel. Well, this asks for the solution, but these are parallel lines. There is no solution. They will never cross. So just write down no solution. Great. Now number 4, slightly different. Same sort of idea. I'll use red for the top equation and then blue for the bottom equation. I say it's different because they're not y equals mx plus b. I could solve them for slope-intercept form, or I could try to solve them using the intercept method. Either way is totally fine. I'll show you how to solve it for slope-intercept form. For the top equation, I'll use the intercept for the bottom equation. That way you see both strategies. If I want to make this top equation into mx plus b, that means that I want to get the letter y by itself. So how can I get the letter y by itself? Let's move 5x to the other side. So now I have -y equals -5x plus 4. So we're really close to mx plus b. We just have a negative. So if you divide by -1 or multiply by -1, two negatives make a positive. So you have a positive y equals positive 5x and then -4. We know how to graph that. Y-intercept of -4. Slope of 5 means you rise 5, run 1. We have a very steep line then. Oops. Let's try that one again. -4, 1. Steep lines are a little harder for me to draw on the computer. Something like that. The other one, x plus y equals 2. I promised you I'd do a different method. I do the intercept method. The intercept method is plugging in x equals 0. because then you will figure out what the y-intercept is. Well, that wasn't too bad. 0 plus y equals 2. That tells me that y is equal to 2. That's one of my dots. I plugged in x equals 0. You're allowed to plug in whatever number you want. Then I'll do the same idea. I'll plug in y equals 0. X plus 0 equals 2. Well, that also simplifies down to just be x equals 2. Once you have two dots, you can connect your two dots. So there's my blue line, and you can see that these intersect at the point 1, 1. Again, you should do it in your head. Does 1, 1 really make sense for both equations? Convince yourself that it does. Last one now, I'm looking for the solution to this table, and the solution means the place where they have the same values. So you're looking for where the numbers match up. Some people might be tempted by this first one here, where there's a -9 and a +9, but those are different numbers. So the solution is right here, where the number x equals 4 creates the number y equals 3 for both equations. 4, 3. And that concludes this first video. And in another video, I will do the next page.